Hey everybody, I'm sorry I haven't posted a video in a while. I was getting to the habit of posting at least one per week, and kind of just talking about the devotionals that I've been doing and the things that God has been teaching me and leading me in my heart. I had to be honest with you, the last few months have just been kind of crazy, I think is the word I would use. Crazy in the sense of some unexpected things, some things just happening that, wasn't part of the plan or what I thought was going to be best, but they've been things that have taught me a lot, things that have helped me through these times of following God and trusting in God. I know many of you know my story of being a pastor and the United Methodist Church, and God leading me from that to pursue evangelism ministry and just getting out into the communities and trying to do things that way. I'm trying to go to different churches and just experience different church worship services and make connections to people that way as well. We've gone through moments of the children being sick to adjusting still to different work schedules and different time schedules, to the point of having our van fixed because a deer ran into the van, going through the process of some of the holiday season and things like that, and just trying to really get in control of the things that we're doing. The challenge is that I think that's what I've been trying to do is how do I get in control of everything and make sure everything's going according to plan, make sure I'm doing everything I need to be doing and allow the things to all plan out the way they should be. The challenge with that is I focus so much on getting everything under control for what I would say, and I stopped for a moment to not really focus on what God may be leading me to do. Do I have to have everything in control myself, or is God just asking me to focus on Him, whether everything is all working what I think the right way should be or not? Noticing that God is leading me through these moments to say, yeah, some things may just be falling apart around you, but where is your heart? Is your heart still focused on God? I think of Andre Crouch. Immediately, that's the first person I think of because I think of his song, Through It All. And is it a moment that we really say, through it all, we've learned to trust in Jesus? Not through those high mountaintop experiences, but through those valley moments do we say, through everything, I'll trust in you, Lord. I'll trust in you, be faithful to you, that you are in control, and it doesn't matter if everything else looks like it is falling apart. You still hold the world in your hands. You still have the power to control all the things that are in my life. So why don't I trust you? I'm in the process right now of picking the girls up from school, and one of the things that I've tried to make sure I'm showing to them is that I'm following them in the laughter. I'm following them in the joy. I'm following them in the things that make the most sense to them. Not because I think that there's something miraculous about what they may teach me, but at the same time there is. Because they don't have the concept to understand the difficulties of paying bills or making sure that you have a job because you have the money for food or to bills or for gasoline. All they have the concept of doing is what's something that makes them happy, what makes them sad, what is something that is frustrating for them, what is something that they enjoy doing, what is something that makes them mad or angry. They're very smart and very intelligent, and they haven't been hurt by the world by some of us have. Some of the situations that have happened have hurt our heart because of a loss of a job or financial hardship or loss of a loved one. They don't really comprehend that yet, but their innocence is something that is so pure that I think as adults we don't look at as often. We look at what the world has done and what things have happened around us, and we say, oh, I'm just going to be mad about this all the time now because of this particular situation or because of this particular person. When a child just thinks, I'm going to hug them because they just asked for a hug. I'm going to hug them because they smiled at me and they were nice to me. The kids have grown up in church their whole life because they've followed us to the churches we've gone to, and we've made it something that it wasn't being raised by the church. We are still responsible as parents to raise them in what the Bible tells us to. But they were raised around people that had a joy in their heart, and they have soaked that in like a sponge, that now they're trying to share that with others around them. But I find it difficult myself because I immediately go to what is happening through the day and what is causing difficulties or struggles. And I think, am I going to be just frustrated today about it? I could be very frustrated. And there are some days, if I'm honest, that I have been, because I haven't been seeing things play out the way I think they should. I haven't been seeing things happen in the right order in the way I think they should. And then I have to stop and remind myself, God, what way are you wanting this to happen? Because it's for your glory. It's not for my comfort. It's not for my acceptance. It's not for my success. It's all for the glory of God. So I have to be able to stop, to be still before God, to trust in God and say, God, you're leading me. Your will be done. If I can share with one person about the salvation of Jesus Christ, then I'm doing what you've called me to do. That's what we're supposed to be doing. That's what our challenge is in our days. Not just to say I'm a Christian or I'm a Christ follower, but to be able to go each day and say, no, this is not the way we should live, because this is what the Bible encourages us to do, to find the joy of the Lord, to find the strength of the Lord, to be at peace, to find a stillness in us, to search for God and listen for his voice. That's the only way that we find that. That's the only moment that we can really experience God. It's when we put all of our wants and our needs and our thoughts, and we put them all aside, and we allow God to be in control. Today, I hope that you are encouraged as you go into this weekend to know that God longs to be in connection with you. That's the importance of us to have our personal Bible studies, our personal time of reading the Bible, our time of prayer. Because if we don't have that, can we really say we have a relationship with God? Or we just see God once a week, and that's what we think will work best for us? I challenge you, as I've been challenged, to put God first every day, to not let the frustrations of this life get the best of us, to allow God to be in the center of our heart, to be in the center of our lives, because then God will begin to mold us, to reveal things in our lives that are drawing us from him, and allow us to lay those things aside so we keep our eyes fixed on him. I hope you have an encouraging day. I hope you have joy in your heart. I hope you're able to smile today and say, God, look at what you've done for me today. What blessings you've given to me. I hope this message is encouraging to you and that you share it with others for encouragement. God bless.